Hello, everyone. It's your boy Terrence back here with Hollywood Already Did It, looking at the last network upfronts trailers that were released this week. We've already done ABC, we've already done Fox, we've already done CBS, and we've already done NBC. So the last one is kind of a amalgamation of two. It's CW's 3 trailers that they've shown, and Freeform has released 1 trailer. We're going to put them all together in one. So we're going to talk about those after the jump. So Freeform, if you don't know, is what was formerly known as ABC Family, which is kind of for a while known as the younger ABC, where they would put on like they had a sorority show with it had Greek. They had a bunch of shows that kind of catered to like basically what CW does, the teenage audience. Grownish is on there. But now they have a new show that they're kind of redoing the remake, which I'm interested in, of Party of Five. What little I know about it is that they're tweaking it a little bit and using some of the current day times and situations to set up how this group of 5 become the 5 without their parents there. And it's an Hispanic family, which is great to see more minorities put on television. So let's go ahead and take a look at Party of 5. I'm going to start that up in 1, 2, 3.
I need to see your papers. I don't have any papers.
I'm going to start right off with the papers.
My hands are tied.
So,
I don't understand.
looks like their parents were taken away by ICE, and thus they're left on their own, which is, oh, they're already doing the fences and stuff. Putting them in cages, this is going to be rough.
My brother's failing school. My sister, who used to be perfect, is so angry at the world, and I don't know how to make that better.
It does give a reason why all these kids could rebel.
Any day now, I've had a mom to get her through that. And the baby has thrush, and I don't know if it's something I did. I'm telling you, I won't be good enough.
I'm required to report those concerns to social services.
You're gonna split us up.
Mommy and Poppy managed with a lot less than what we had, and they figured it out. So will we.
Now we're moving forward, never backwards, never.
Saben cómo cuidarse entre ellos.
When the going gets rough and life is tough. How do you know?
I just do.
Don't forget to breathe.
All right, Freeform. It's such a simple little twist. I mean, this was a cultural phenomenon back in the day. Party of 5 was a huge show with Jennifer Love Hewitt. And I remember when this was first coming out, people were like, wait, what? Why are no Party of 5? Whoever came up with this concept was really smart, and I like what they're doing. And I don't necessarily know if I will watch the entire thing, but I think when it's done, or a season's done, or whatever is done, I will probably burn through these episodes because I am interested to see what they do with it. I like the concept and the slight tweak that they give for Party of 5. So go ahead and leave your comments about Freeform's only trailer that they put out below. Let me know what you think about it. Were you a Party of 5 fan? Do you like the twist? Do you want to just say nope, stick with the original and call yourself something else? I think this works considering the day and age, but I know it can get a little too... It can get too preachy for some people out there, and I understand that. So the next trailers are going to be for a completely different network. That was all that Freeform offered. The other 3 trailers are for CW. CW has been kind of known lately as the place that Greg Berlanti just operates. He's got all of his Arrowverse shows with Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Flash, as well as Black Lightning, which doesn't quite connect, but it's a part of that. And you have the Riverdale stuff with Riverdale, and it looks like I think we're getting a spin-off in one of these trailers for that. So Berlanti's a busy man, so we're kind of going to see... Actually, I think 2 of these trailers are Berlanti produced. But we're going to see what they have to offer for CW, as they're going to be losing some shows. Arrow's only doing, I think, 6 or 7 episodes next year. So they're starting to kind of take one out, replace one, and see what happens. But let's go ahead and get started with these. First one up looks like a Nancy Drew first look, which I did not realize they were doing. I'm going to start that up in 1, 2, 3.
Dead Lucy. Horseshoe Bay's most infamous sea queen wore her crown for only one night. People say she still haunts our town. But I don't believe in ghosts. I believe in looking for the truth.
Drew, clam chowder, table 8.
Mysteries are everywhere, and I love solving them. But then life dropped a real mystery into my lap.
So what do you five have to say? I'm looking at town screw-up, ex-con, city girl, and Nancy Drew.
Why does he say your name like that?
She used to complicate my job.
You mean do it for you? A socialite killed on parade night. We have to solve this case fast.
In a case like this, you have to look to the husband.
You think that guy killed his wife and you break into his house?
What were you doing there, following me?
Help me. Please. No.
Tiffany Hudson, murdered by a ghost.
Not just any ghost. Dead Lucy.
It's definitely her. Except definitely not.
Never had a murder pinned on it.
Unlike us.
I can't believe I missed the signs. The truth is, we all have secrets. Everyone's a suspect. I have so many questions.
Well,
Trying to prove her innocence is gonna end up making her guilty.
Nancy Drew looks like Wednesdays. I believe that's Riverdale's date. That doesn't look bad. It looks actually good. I'm a Riverdale fan, so I watch Riverdale. I feel like this show, aesthetically and whatever they're dealing with, whatever crime they're solving, feels a lot like what we do in Riverdale. So there's nothing really interesting me to go watch both. Like if I'm already watching Riverdale and I'm invested in those characters, I'm not going to start a new show to watch Nancy Drew and her friends basically go through similar or quasi-similar things just because her name is Nancy Drew, and I don't have any attachment to the Nancy Drew books or the stories and whatnot. So seeing an older version, a grittier version, a more realistic version, if you will, whatever Riverdale did for Archie, they're doing with Nancy Drew, more sexualized version. I don't really need that, but there may be an audience for that who might want both. But I believe another show on here is a spin-off of Riverdale, so that aesthetic and that tone seems to be going all the way through most of CW. It's either this or it's going to be Arrowverse, which I don't know if you can sustain that as a network, because if one starts failing, don't the rest? We talked earlier about the Fox one. Fox has something different for everybody, where it seems like CW knows its audience, like we're just going to keep feeding them the same thing and hopefully it all sticks. And I think if you keep feeding people the same thing over and over again, they can become tired of it. And if anyone has any type of blowback or kickback to anything that you give them, they're going to do it for everything. And I think that's starting to happen a little bit with the Arrowverse shows. The quality of Arrow and Flash may not be as good as they once were, or the quality may not match up to what Legends or Supergirl are doing. So they're kind of just like demonstratively avoiding all of them. But let's see what they have next. They have another one called Katie Keene. I'm going to start that up in 1, 2, 3.
For a city that never sleeps, New York has a lot of dreamers.
Oh, Josie from Josie and the Pussycats is over here now. All right. I mean, that doesn't really show much. It's a quick little 30-second thing to show you what the character's name was, and to show you that Josie from Josie and the Pussycats, who was on Riverdale, is coming over here, which kind of saddens me. I hope that doesn't mean she's off that show. I hope she kind of does the back and forth, because if she's off of that show, then that's one more character that I really enjoy being off of Riverdale and being put on a show that I'm not watching. Katie King, sorry, I have no interest to watch that. That doesn't seem like that's something that I'd be interested in. I almost already don't fit into the audience that will watch Riverdale. I'm not adding on another show that doesn't look like it's for me. And then their last trailer is Batwoman with Ruby Rose. So we're going to get that in 1, 2, 3. Now we saw a little bit of Batwoman on the crossover that happened mid-season.
Batman gave up on us. The Bat's not coming back.
And in that show, they did say that Batman disappeared.
Eyes everywhere.
Hello, said Alice. Shall we believe the crows will protect us?
Agent Morgan, copy. Do you copy?
Sophie's missing. I thought you should know.
Hey, Dad.
We're gonna find him.
Then let me help.
Bad idea. Where'd you get this? What happened to staying out of it?
Is there something you'd like to report to your squad?
Well, at least Greg Berlanti is continuing the, I love it, but sometimes it becomes so much, but he's continuing the diversity thing. So
Want her getting in the way.
what beats lesbians and having ethnic couples is having a lesbian and a racial couple.
Curiouser and curiouser. What do you want? I need you to send your father a message.
You're all I have left, Kate. And I don't want to lose you too.
Wayne Security. You owe my boss a new door.
Your boss is my cousin.
You don't want to go to that. You were seriously not supposed to know what's down there.
So I have this thing with rolls.
But does he know?
I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
You're a female Bruce Wayne.
Awesome. Hilarious. Handsome. They think I'm him. I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work.
I was almost all into that last line. It kind of rubbed me. I was like, while I understand the sentiment, I do have a problem with being so on the nose with like or the whole I can do whatever a man can. We know that. That's the point. I don't really need you to say it. But it looks good. I will check it out. I'll watch pilot. I'm into all these CW superhero shows, so I'll give it a shot. But like a lot of them, I've stopped watching and I've gotten tired of. So I don't know how long I'll add that to my docket. But I'll definitely give it a shot and look at it. I think Ruby Rose looks good in it, and I'm interested to see what playing in a world where a Batman existed but no longer is around. I'm curious to see what that feels like, even if I only watch it for a couple episodes. But Curious to hear what you guys have to think about what CW and Freeform have done with Party of Five and the 3 that the CW have shown. Go ahead and leave your comments in the comments below. What you did, what you like, what you didn't like. Are any of these really ringing true for you? Do you want to throw them all out in the bathwater? If you haven't subscribed, go ahead, subscribe, ring the bell below, like, share the video. First 500 people part of the YouTube channel will be the founders of the group, founders of the channel, and I'll give somebody something nice for coming around and bringing the party to us, all right? If you want to hit us up on HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at HollywoodADI. We also have a podcast that's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, anywhere that plays podcasts, where last week we talked about Detective Pikachu. This week we're going to be talking about John Wick 3 and all the people he has murdered. Like always, I got my ticket. You got yours?